Hi, Yankee Spondy audience. It is the day after New Year's Day, and it is a day I thought would be a good time to bring up this great theory I learned recently when you're trying to explain to other people how tired you get or how you really have trouble just making it through the day sometimes because of your chronic disease. Now, this theory was not developed by me. It was actually developed by someone who has lupus. I believe the name, I'm just gonna look here, is Christine Miserandino from butyoudon'tlooksick.com. And I read over the story. It was given to me by my therapist. And I decided to kind of convert it to ankylosing spondylitis because this, like I said, was made for lupus. But what I thought was really cool about it is, it's so often hard to explain. I went out on New Year's Eve and I had so much fun. I was with my daughter. We went to a wedding and I did some dancing. And when I'm dancing, I can't feel that I'm hurting. But I also know like an hour or two later, my neck hurts because I know the screws are kind of jolting around in there and my back and everything gets sore, my feet. So it's about learning what your limits are when you can't tell what they are ahead of time, which can be really hard to do. And sometimes what you can do one day might not be what you can do the next. So it's very hard to distinguish. But with the spoon theory, this girl was talking to her friend and she said, if you really want to understand about what this theory is, she said, and how I feel every day, she said, I'm going to hand you a bunch of spoons. So she took her friend and she gave her 12 spoons in her hand. And her friend's like, I can hold more, I can hold more. And then she said, no, that's all the spoons you get. I know you could hold more, but that's all you get because every day I only have a certain amount of energy and I only feel a certain way that I can only have 12 spoons. Not every day can I even have 12. So she handed her friend the spoons and then she said, okay, let's go through your pretend day with your spoons. And every spoon is going to represent an activity for someone who has a chronic disease. So she said to her friend, what do you do when you wake up? And her friend said, well, I open my eyes, I get out of bed, then I go downstairs and making coffee. And she said, hold on. The waking up is one spoon. Because you can't just wake up when you have ankylosing spondylitis. You have to do some stretches. You have to, before you can even get out of bed, you have to kind of fiddle for your medication so that you can bring that downstairs with you. So because you can barely move for the first 20 minutes. And then you have to take your pills. So you've probably used up 2 spoons there. And then you make it downstairs. I know, then she said, well, then I have to feed my dog. And I said, okay, there's another spoon. And then it's like, okay, I really want to fix breakfast. And then I want to vacuum the house and do a couple other things. And then I say, well, you've already used up a bunch of spoons. So what you're going to have to do now is you're going to have to decide what you want to do. You can't necessarily take the dog for a walk and vacuum, if that's what you might need to do today. You're going to have to make a decision between both of them because otherwise tomorrow or tonight you'll be in pain and tomorrow you'll be exhausted. So you have to make a choice. And so, she gets frustrated because she's not used to that. So then it comes to like, you have to do your work during the day and then you have to do some errands. All the things that people that are healthy don't realize because they have an unlimited amount of spoons in their life, especially younger people. People on here, this would be even more applicable to people that are younger than myself because at my age, in my 50s, a lot of people are slowing down or have aches and pains. So much more applicable to even younger age groups. And then basically you have to make a decision at nighttime. Okay, I'm hungry, but if I use up my spoon to make dinner, then I'm gonna be too tired to eat or I won't be able to clean up the pots and pans. If I order out, that will work. But then, then I'm kind of not eating as healthy as I should be. So I really should eat something healthy. So I really should cook. And then the struggles of being left with the messy kitchen at the end of the day. And it really helped this friend of this woman, understand how limited your abilities are during the day. And also the gift that we give to our friends when we spend time with them, because we're actually using one of our spoons or 2 of our spoons to do that activity with our friends so they understand what we're giving up. And that sometimes we have to cancel plans because we're all out of spoons, people. No more spoons. So I really love this theory. I hope it helps you when you're trying to explain that to people. I thought it was awesome. And I hope everyone's doing well. I'm still struggling. I've had some liver complications, but I'll review that in one of my other videos. Take care and Happy New Year.